Yeah, making a video. This cat got crap all over his head. He's sleeping. Somebody put crap on his head. I don't know. I guess a bird did it. Anyway, it's kind of funny. Um, so where was I? Oh yeah, Spring Beauties. That's where I was. Spring Beauties. Beauty, 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 beauty. Such. Um, anyway, kind of cooler today. I never brought my tools. Yeah, this lawnmower, they fucking bent all the crap. Tools, I had to use tools. Ew. Anyway. These are kind of interesting. Yeah, I have to get some close-ups of these. Like little tiny carnations or something. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. I found this bush on the side of the road somewhere and planted it here like 20 years ago. It has never gotten very healthy, but it's not exactly in a great spot. But, you know, I did have matching ones. Didn't even realize he was still there. That's amazing. You've hung in there, haven't you, fellow? Yes, you have. So, you know, they are very nice. I have to figure out what the hell they are. I should just make more of them. That's what I should do. Daffodils are finally all scarfy looking. So they're finally done. So anyway, yeah, I know I'm just putting off the video. Yeah, who wants to deal with this stuff, these people? Anyway, I mean, Holiday just about summed it up in one of his last videos where he made some sort of line, well, that'll mean, if you take that to its logical conclusion, that life is stupid. Yeah, and can't have that. So, yeah, the theory must be wrong because I don't like the answer. This really is quite, yeah, this really is something. You have some stuff happening here, spring-wise and such. Crap apples. That's the problem, they're crap apples, so they're not worth anything. Food value, 0. Anyway. So, yeah, I have to work on the draft physics thing for the Blogger Dome, so I really don't have time to do much more of this philosophy shit for the next day or so. Yeah, really. Throwing it together. But really, it's all coming together. It's just such a clear picture of our reality, you know, physics-wise. And, you know, the comparison to the idea that this description game of describing what life is also not nearly as messy as we have been led to believe. You know, they just use words like atavistic to evade saying something like, I have some personal understanding of what it is to be cool, okay, and being cool is this certain thing, and therefore I desire it. You know, I desire that sense of coolness. And yeah, that's one of the things, that's one of the jobs we have to complete. So it is will to comfort, but comfort is defined essentially as completing your tasks. That is, having nothing aggravating you. You're not thirsty, or you're not hungry, and you're not particularly horny, and you're not particularly needing of anything. And therefore you are comfortable. And the same would go for any of these agendai that are your tensions. And so, you know, we have words like stress, which is sort of a usable word, and tension, but there are different kinds of tension. You know, the tensions of poverty are a little different than the tensions of, you know, a strained back. But they're not dissimilar either. They're still psychological phenomenon, and one's just more of the manifestation of your ego and your sense of place in the world, comfort with your place in the world. There's no bear coming to get you, or tax man, or whatever, rent man, you know, versus the more visceral actual bear. But it all adds up to the same shit in the end, that you do stuff because there is a need created by a mechanism of desire Desirousness. Yeah. A mechanism that informs you that if you don't do it, you won't like it. So it is more whip than carrot. It is more, and you can see this with people with death. You know, they're afraid of death because they're, oh, that sounds negative. Yeah, it seems negative. It's a state change. I don't like change. But I mean, if rationally, there's nothing to fear in the sense that it's not hell. You know, unless you're silly. I mean, just plain silly. You know that being dead is not being hell. It's just being asleep for a much longer time. Yeah, really long time. A time of, what is the term they use? Undeterminate length. Yeah, indeterminate length. That's what death is. Whoop-de-doo. Sleeping, I can do that standing up. Almost. I can certainly do it sitting down. Or lying down. So why can't I do death? It sounds really easy. Going to sleep for an indeterminate length of time? Yes, I can handle that. Thank you. But so it's all just how they're interpreting it. They've decided. Like I said, we can all look at dead log, and some of us will see different things in the dead log. It'll represent different things. It'll look sad and morbid to some people, and other people look at it and say, look at all the lichen growing on it, look at this is happening, and there's all kinds of metabolism happening, and the energy is being re-released, and the carbon molecules are being free and liberated. You know, it's a great, means something else. I've used this metaphor so many times, I hate to use it again, but trees have become very important in my understanding of reality, because I use them. My brain has poster childed them for the subject of evolution, and so they always have little dead monkeys hanging from them. They always have Tyrannosauruses chewing the Brontosaurus that ate them, kind of thing. There's a whole history tied to this symbol, and where it is about more than a tree. It's about the process of tree making through evolution, and so that's a entirely different contextual experience than most people who just go, oh, crooked tree, straight tree, gray tree, brown tree. Yeah, no, tree, leafy tree. Yeah, that's it. Nothing more for them. And that's how we are about these concepts in life and the meaning of these words. That some of the words have more wordiness than other words to certain people. And to contrapod, obviously, all of these idiots, obviously, the word evolution doesn't do much in their brain. They have simplistically underappreciated the significance of this process of parasite construction. And it is all parasites. Anyway, a will to evade, will to evasion. I think that's probably a good one. Yeah, I think that's what Nietzsche was doing. Will to evade. Just like half a day, he saw the world was smelly and said, let's not breathe. Stupid. Anyway, I think that's all. There's no point in talking about Doc Spooky because I don't even know if I'm going to bother watching it. I have no obligation to watch an hour-and-a-half rag of personal crap. Fuck you. I'm just totally disinterested in your critiques of my personal character. You can just shove that right up your stupid ass like everything else you shove up your ass. like the drugs you have to take because you're celebrating your pain. You know, fuck you. Oh yeah, I got nothing to say to you, you fucking cunt. Nothing friendly or respectful. Because you don't know what the fucking concept, you don't even understand the concept. Fucking idiot. You think you're a god. Well, no, you're not. You're just a little bit above the stuff that commonly flies down toilets. Anyway, don't go run. So that's fine. Anyway, maybe I'll add on, maybe I won't. Till next time. Ah, we have pool. Yay. It's a little murky, but not too bad for one day out of storage and such. So yeah, good. Yeah, good. Alright, back to the subject. Will to completion. Yeah, I sort of like that. You know, right out of the movies, right? So the movie knew the answer all along. It's just about being completed. Yes. It really is. You know, and kind of odd likes to romanticize about the warriors and the Spartans and all this crap, and that's all they were sort of into was, yeah, we're the cleaners. You know, we go out and clean up the mess, but once all the barbarians are dead, you know, once we've civilized the world, our task is done. And like all great soldiers, we don't die, we just fade away. Yeah, right. It's a nice fairy tale. But no, you just die. You're done. And yeah, that's really, your life is just a list of tasks to complete. You know, I'm sort of feeling that a little bit now. Just because I'm sort of feeling on the cusp of my completion. You know, there, saying this, you know, getting people to understand the nature of their life. Yeah, I've pretty much said it. This little completing of the completing taking place right now. And then the physics thing, you know, that's a big one. You know, there's there, we've completed our job here. Our job was to explain that Pierrot's a lunatic. No, that, yes, unfortunately, physics is on the wrong track. And the right track is, gee, you know, we're just arrangements of directional arrows. Yeah, that's all we are. Very convoluted, very nuanced arrangements of little directional arrows. Yeah, yeah, just silly shit. That's all it is, silly shit. Your ambitions are silly shit. The game is just made of silly shit. Just the old DNA molecule having its way. Replicate, 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 replicate. Why am I doing this? Replicate, 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 replicate. Why am I doing this? Yeah, it's another song. Yeah, it's just purpose. Functionless. Just for the sake of it. Because it can. It gets arranged and filtered. And just because it can. Not because it's a good idea. And it's clearly, with this whole sentient life thing, it's just not a good idea. Very, very expensive. You know, to be playing a gladiator game with feeling things. Not smart. Nope, nope, nope. Spring beauties. Starting to close. Look a little better earlier. Kind of a shady day. But look at them all. Millions and millions. Deers trampling about. Yeah, they don't eat the little beauties. Surprisingly. I see everything else. I wouldn't be surprised if pretty soon we start seeing little deer teeth marks on the rocks. Yeah, in the dirt. They'll eat anything. Wild onions, you know, they don't go for those either. I guess I should start farming them, you know, pick myself some good old raunchy onions. Good. Really aren't that bad. for a wild thing. Quite flavorful and such. So anyway, yeah, so it's just will to completion, so you can just enjoy your warm bath and kind of just sink into it. Glub glub. Goodbye. Like Terminator, right? Terminator 2. You know, just, yep, my job is done here. It's, you know, time to get all melted and shit. You know, be turned into whatever, somebody's bumper. But yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. And like I said, if you had some Terminator kind of mission statement, you know, you're going to save billions from horrible death, you know, some horrible way, yeah, it might make sense. But otherwise, no, not so much. I mean, the only good thing to do is prevent shit. That's the only thing you do with shit, is prevent it, if possible. Yeah, you have the choice, have the shit or prevent the shit. Yeah, prevent the shit. Good choice. Yep. No more complicated than that. Prevention. Yeah. No more band-aids, no more cures. Just prevent it. So simple, so obvious. A 7-year-old could do it. Yeah, until he's manipulated by wishy-washy, nonsensical gobbledygook shoved in his brain by moronic, selfish, self-obsessed lunatics, commonly called the parent. Parent. Yeah, just another word for asshole. So anyway, I think I said enough, and it's crunchy here, so I'll leave you be for a while. Get on with my mission. Get on completing myself. And till next time.